for over.
So you hear that and you don't have any context and you're going, okay, well, he definitely did just threaten to choke her, that he was going to choke her and that she would have no say in the matter. And she says, I don't want to be choked.
It sounds like
case closed. Or is it closed?
Like,
now here's what I know. I know that in a typical scenario,
like,
if we...
I can't think straight. It sounds like just banter. Like, I've heard, like, a nigga that told me before, like, oh, I'm gonna choke you, da-da-da. He ain't choke me. You feel me? I'd have been choked like once, you know, during that. But I like that type of thing. But that just sound like banter. But he should have knew better. He should have knew.
Went onto a time machine and traveled back to yesteryear. Three text messages because it's quite graphic. But these are text messages that are coming. I feel comfortable.
I'm gonna read the text message. Well, I don't know if I could read it out loud. I want to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it. Statement by Lanny J. Davis, counsel of Shannon Sharpe. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you humping me. I know you miss this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. Whoa, that's some expensive ass there. So she's selling coochie. Oh wait, hold on. This changes things. I'm not gonna say he should be completely let off the hook, but this changes things for me. She was selling booty and she liked to be choked, and that's when I said back to that whole relationship banter type of thing, or relationship, you know, back and forth. That's what that sounded like a little bit. He sound like a lame too. It just sound like he wouldn't even choke a fucking dog. Sound like he wouldn't even choke. He give me Medea. He give me Tyler Perry. He give me that little hip, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even hurt a fly. That's what he gave me, the way he was talking. He gave me, this is all an act. Put on this act for me to make me feel like a big man, because I know I'm a big man, but I'm not really a big man. Like, maybe he like little shrimp. That's what he give me, but maybe he not. Maybe he just got some complexes. I don't know, because through them jogging pants, he'll stuff his jogging pants too. He'll stuff his briefs. But anyway. So, obviously, she was into some freaky shit too. They was just some freaks. Okay, we read that already, sister.
Okay, several of Miss Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per a cheek.
Wait,
as quoted above from her text message
I just went to the comedy show, Cat Williams Comedy Show in Chicago, and Monique was talking about this, and Monique said that she told him that he need an older lady who gonna cook for him, take care of him, freak him real good, had the food ready, had the chicken ready, be taking the chicken off the stove once it's time. But you not really a real nigga. You really played in the head. So that's the reason why you got this young ass girl and you sitting here manipulating this young ass girl and you getting her to play this game with you, because you know a real older lady, or a lady that's older than her, is going to understand that you're not who you think you are. Anyways.
There are other examples of texts from Ms. Zuniga. For example, this one I am not comfortable reading, but basically she's asking for him to put a baby to impregnate her, to listen to his response to her lawsuit.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly.
It sounds like he's reading off a teleprompter.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself, because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Go fast.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second.
They did not release him with that video outside of Total Wines when he hopped out with that green jogging suit and that orange purse? It's a purse. They did not release him. Don't he learn? This what I'm saying. Just walk in your truth, Shannon. You probably do like girls, but you give Medea real bad. I don't like that. You give my real country auntie from Mississippi. Like,
that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate.
Is he baiting the lawyer?
The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly.
I agree with what he's saying. This is a shakedown.
I'm out there telling you,
but you should have been smarter.
Say, just like I always.
You can't be mad at nobody else but yourself. Family, friends.
So here's my take. I think it is probably true.
I agree. This is a shakedown.
Was set up. I think it is probably true that this young woman wanted money. I think it's probably true that she intentionally engaged in this sort of, I don't even know what to call. How about just behaving well behind the scenes? How about not being a 56-year-old man that hits on people at the gym to avoid these sorts of circumstances? It's hard to feel bad for him, but of course, in the courtroom, it's not about who you feel bad for or whether or not you think he's a moral man. No. It is about whether or not you believe that Shannon Sharpe raped this young woman.
He should have never been messing with her, period.
And with what I've seen in terms of the text messages thus far, I do not believe that it is likely that this was a rape scenario. It does look like a shakedown to me.
She's a
That's
real
difficult
person
for me to say as someone who does not appreciate this man whatsoever.
She could run along with his story if she wants to, but she's not.
It's now leading to a larger conversation, which is
and
the
for
way
that,
that he's
I like
fighting
her. I don't know about the background and him saying that she's playing into white people and all of that. She is proper. She do give, she went to school in the suburbs or something, but I don't care about that. Like, who cares about that? Why is you in tour with the girls, Shannon? Medea.
Fire with fire. I think what we are starting to see is the end of the part, because the media was irresponsible and didn't show you the other side of the story, or didn't show you her. It says Joe Rogan was accusation. And you're like, wait, what? What is runway to argue that the movement went too far? It then speaks about Johnny Depp stuff. And this happened and are about need to end by said it correctly. Going to play in Harvey Weinstein and anti-ends of justice idiotic statement. He is godly. Gatherings for the devil is ho diabolos, derived from the term diabolin, which means to throw apart. If God is a great gathering force, then sin is a scattering power. Okay, so if when things are holy and things are godly, are things that are being brought together, and when things are intentionally being torn apart and things are scattered, then those things become more sinful. And so when I thought about that, I really, really sat with that for a long time in the context of broken families, everything that we're suddenly trying to break apart, right? Oh no, people don't need to have families. I don't know where she's
going with that. However, that was tea. I didn't know about old girl being on OnlyFans, her saying she I gave y'all all of my tea. I told y'all what I think, but that's crazy. At the end of the day, I don't think that she actually got raped. I think that they were in a consensual situation and he set her up. I don't want to say he deserves it, but I don't, again, just like she said, I don't feel bad for him because you was never supposed to be messing with her in the first place. And if you was messing with the older lady, this would have never happened. Y'all could have did y'all little freaky little thing. You could find an older lady that get down like that. You just got to find the right one. And you are insecure inside of yourself because he's insecure inside of himself because he think, oh yeah, an older lady ain't gonna want me because I'm not really a real nigga and this is all a hoax and a joke. Okay, you could find somebody who like that type of. Some women like feminine men. He's very feminine to me, and some women like that. You just need to find what's for you, my boy. A 19-year-old girl is not for you. 20, whatever, that's not it. 30 years, that means when she was just born, you was 30. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Do better. Shannon, do better, because this is not where it's at, period. But all right, that's it for the tea. Y'all tune into the next video because I am recording all night. Like we finna get into some more tea, okay? So tune in. If y'all like this type of content, like, comment, and subscribe. And I am outie.